My name's David Wilkie from Radio 588. Just come here to interview a couple of boys. Phil Smythe looks like he's just about spent. Have a chat with Smythe first. Mate, to let a 64-year-old rock star beat you.
Is he 64?
Coming up to 64.
Right, have a look around here.
And over there, the Sir Cliff Richard fan club. Put your hands up, ladies. Most of them have got all the
Have you got a new album coming out? New song coming out?
I've got a new album coming out next year.
Yeah, how going to be the guy with the new album?
January the 19th, I think, is it?
No.
We're on it together, actually.
Somewhere in November.
November. Fantastic.
I'll be singing it with him.
Actually, you'll be doing a duo.
It's a duo.
It's a duo. I'm actually backing him.
I looked all over the world and found Phil. And I decided not to have him on the album.
So, Cliff, just a couple of quick ones. I know you've been involved with the Tennis Foundation in Britain yourself for, I think, 20 years now, since 83. Not producing any players, though. Tim Hedman, Greg Rosetsky, won't talk about Greg, but where are all the young Britain tennis players going?
They're hidden away there somewhere, but of course our brief as a charity, by the way, is not necessarily to find a champ. That's going to be an unbelievable bonus if we do. But basically what we're doing, we're going into schools, sometimes in very needy areas, inner city areas, where sometimes the children, the only meal they have, real meal, is the one they have at school, and sometimes the relationship is the one that they have with a teacher. So we're trying to give tennis to them so they've got a social aspect of their life that will stay with them forever. They breathe fresh air, run those, pump those lungs, and so that's our brief. We're actually doing that. But if one of our kids was to qualify for Wimbledon and walk onto that centre court, there is nobody going to stop me standing up in the royal box and whistling and screaming them through.
Fantastic. I think you've been here over 30 times in Australia over the years, and you've had the third biggest amount of hits in Australia. I think it might be behind the Beatles and Elvis, a couple of fair singers themselves, but you must love Australia.
I do like Australia very much, and in this particular trip it's been a pleasure. I talked with Bruce when we were here last time, and this opportunity came up. I also sang at the New Year's Eve ball at the Hopman Cup, and so I thought, well, I could come over and have a really nice time, drink your wine, and play some tennis and have a holiday. And then on my way home, I'm actually going to stop in Cambodia. There's a huge epidemic of AIDS amongst young children, and the charity I support in Britain wants me to be there to be filmed with them, and so I'll do that on the way back. But I shall be strengthened for it by being here. This is well, you know you have a wonderful country, and we love to visit.
Yeah, your first #1 hit way back in '59. Your last, I think, in '99, #1 hit. Why the longevity? What's kept you going for so long?
I don't know exactly if there's an answer. I mean, I've enjoyed what I do, and fortunately they do as well. But I've stayed true to my roots. I've always been a pop rock singer. Some people almost don't want to say that anymore, but that's what I am, and I like being what I am, and so therefore I do what I can to make the records that people might like. Sometimes you win, sometimes you fail, and that's life in general. And I think that because I've done that, I've managed to stay the pace. The other thing, of course, is technology doesn't belong to the young, and neither does rock and roll. So I can still dabble in it. I use the same technicians, the same technology, sometimes the same writers as the new young guys do. So if we're allowed to compete, we can still, at the age of 40.
Finally, where did the love of tennis come from? Because as a boy you liked soccer, rugby, even through the javelin there for a while. So where did tennis come from?
Well, tennis, when I was at school, it was never played by the men. The boys never played tennis. It was known as a girls' sport. But that changed over the years, as you well know. And in actual fact, I started playing tennis only when I was 40 years old. I met a tennis player called Sue Barker, and I know that in Australia, she had the most incredible following here, did really well in her tournaments here. And she's the first one that got me on the court and said, look, try and hit it properly. And every now and then, when you do hit a good ball, it's a wonderful feeling. Certainly as an amateur, it doesn't come very often. But that's how I got introduced to it, really. And then I played with lots of different people. And whenever I come to Australia, I usually ring a club and ask if there's a pro who'll hit. And so I don't think that they would rate amongst my favourites. But you see, I'll never stop singing them because they're somebody's favourites. I personally like, I like Double One, We Don't Talk Anymore, Miss You Nice, more contemporary of mine.
Wide for sound.
Wide for sound, I like very much too. Yeah, that was a hit here, wasn't it?
Big hit.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and Sir Cliff questions. So just on that, Sir Cliff, when you introduced it, we say Sir Cliff, when do you drop Sir Cliff after the first question? Do you call you Cliff after that, or do you keep it?
You know, it's almost unnecessary to use the term. I've told my friends that where it comes in handy is when you're introducing. Because what they do, they remove the Mr. off your passport and your credit cards and things, and so goes on. So you replace one title with another. But in the same way, because you're not called Mr. everywhere you go, it's the same thing. So if you want to say sir, we can. And if you don't want to, it doesn't matter.
Put your hands together once again for Sir Cliff Richard. And those ladies over there, they look pretty good.
The final, so
It's actually the final shoes. 3,000 over here. Now we're getting more like it. $3,000 over here to my left. $3,000, still very, very cheap. For a fantastic cause too. We're going to beat that. About $3,500 somewhere. He actually probably the best baseliner ever. 8 majors, 4 Aussie Opens, so we've got $3,000 somewhere. $3,000 over here, well done sir, man with the purple. Give me $3,750. And we got $3,750. Your bid sir, still cheap. $3,750, thank you. We've got $4,000. Fantastic to take home, only one off. 2003. Darren Cale says very, very cheap buy. That price, $4,250. $4,250, sir. Have we got a bid over here? $4,250, still $4,000 over here. One more bid might get it. No? Want to go one more? Okay, $4,500. That's what one shoe should go for. No dummy bidding. Only one vendor's bid. $4,250 in the corner. $4,500. $4,500 here. Well done, Glenn. $4,500. $4,750. $5,000 like bid. We're at the Sir Cliff Richard fans, all the way from England. Spent. The pound's still very strong. Pound is very, very strong. That's cheap. If you're going to pay pounds. What are we up to? Sold $5,250. Well done. Congratulations. It's a magnificent jacket. And it's worth a lot of money. We've got a starting bid somewhere. We've got the spotters around.
$5,000 stuff.
$5,000. Magnificent jacket. Sir Cliff Richard will be out in a minute.
Should we take it right down, mate? We'll take it right
How
down.
much? $5,000 over here, well done, sir. $5,000 to my right. It's worth a lot more than that. It's framed and signed. And more than many of these sponsors. $5,000. We got $6,000 somewhere. Worth every penny. Sir Cliff will be out here in a minute to help me sell it. So we got 5 over here. Surely it's worth more than that. One of many concerts.
I paid $8 for it.
Can we get $7,000 for it? $6,500 up in the corner. Dollars bids over here. Can you remember where you wore it?
I wore it when I was...
An opportunity to meet Sir Cliff. It's cost me nothing. I'm lucky, am I? It cost me absolutely nothing. $7,500 here. We got $8,000? No. $7,500 just in front. The lady leaning on the fence here. Must have $8,000. Surely. What's that? $8,000. Well done. $8,000 up here, lady in the pink. Fantastic bid. Yes, we do take Visa. I didn't think you'd have it in your handbag. Have you got $8,500? And you are allowed to bid as much as you like. $8,500 up here, lady in the pink. Anywhere else have we got? Can we get 9,000 somewhere? $9,000? About 8,600. You're doing very well up the front here. Come over here, sister. Come over here, sister. Hey, you might be able to get another $100. Going pretty well trying to here. Because the lady up there's going to be 8,700 anyhow, so you might as well go 8,600. Your parents won't kill you. Is he a lovely man? $8,700. Fantastic. Can we go any higher? $8,750. What's your credit limit on your visa? 10. Oh. Gee. 8,750. What about 8,800? We go up to 10,000 up here. Can we get 8,800? And I'll sign it too. No? Okay. Now backwards. 8,800? Last bid. Last bid, I promise I won't hassle you anymore. 8,800 here. If your next bid probably wins. And I promise I won't sign it. What's that? $8,850. Going once?
Oh, it's a bit there.
Oh, Pat Arthur's bid $9,000. Pat, well done. $9,000 worth, Pat. The lady really wants it too. 9-1. Pat won't keep going. He hasn't played tennis for a year, he's broke. 9-1. 9,100, Pat. She really wants it. You can have it, I think. $9,100. Well done. Fantastic. You can come down now too. Come down for a picture.
What can I say? You know, a jacket that I finished with, and someone pays all this money for it. It's wonderful of you. Thank you all so much, and thank you. I'll find out your name in a moment. But obviously it means a great deal here because of the Bone Growth Foundation and what it's going to do for the children that this money is going to help. So thank you very, very much.
Congratulations.
Pauline. This is Pauline. Pauline, thank you so much. Should we take a photograph with it? Yeah. Leave your wine there, dear. It's not safe, but you could leave it there. Okay. Right, here we go. Who's taking the picture?
Okay.
You never wash your face again? Now then, can you get this under your arm, dear?
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Young lady, South Australian, a tremendous talent. She had a terrific 2003 and is going to get better in 2004. She had to hit the lighthouse. Please make welcome Amity Dry.
That wasn't very loud at all.